Greetings, my dear friends. Welcome to Alan Wake 2. And we shall dive right in. Normal is enough. Played just enough of this to test graphical settings and the like, and how it runs, so it should be fine. Let us continue. And I will shut up during the intro cutscene.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
What he needs is clothes. And to get the flip out of the lake. It's a lake, it's cold and wet, and he's naked. This is not Alan Wake. This is cold, wet, rotund, hairless gentleman with no clothes. What's wrong with me is I'm cold and wet and naked. You could, like, help, maybe? On the other hand, they probably just figure if he's cold and wet and naked, he's probably also incredibly drunk. Or maybe on drugs. Or both. Both is always an option. Cold, naked, and roaming the forest at night. Not a good way to start. Animals! Visions! More visions! The worst thing is, as well as clothes, before he puts them on, he could really do with a shower. Because he seems to be covered in shit from the lake. I can sprint. That might warm him up a little. Who knows? Ah! Visions! Weird shadow people that disappear. Oh no! light. I should go to the light. The light is healthy and safety. And good times and fun stuff. And that's someone with horns. A park bench. I just want to run away from these people now. No, no running. Why have they got guns? They shouldn't have guns. No. Ah. The cult of the tree, is it?
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Cold, wet, balding, rotund, naked, dead man. We're not playing as him anymore. And anybody watching who has played the first game might have some idea of who he might be. Or who he might have been. He's not anybody anymore.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Love the synchronized caffeination there.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as...
Okay. Any words of advice?
nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Of course, Saga's partner has to be Alex Casey. Couldn't be anybody else.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1 invitation.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay. So that's the map we have. Let us find the deputies.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
One moment. That's a bit better. Hopefully. PC version requires tweaking, unfortunately.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff
It
Baker
happens.
said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Yep.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Baker took them back to town a while ago.
Yeah, all I can say is Mulligan here is pretty dense, so Thornton must be really fucking stupid.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Yeah, thanks for your help. Through here.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Thornton, they can still hear you.
I'm just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Maybe you should up it to 5 times in a week, because 3's not cutting it for him. Or maybe he has issues that yoga cannot solve. That's very pretty. Come along, Casey.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Ah. You can access the caseboard inside the Mind Place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Alright.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay, so we've got all victims reported missing in 2010. Ted Lane here was a dentist. Discovered in 2012. Wendy Davis, found in the lake in 2018 with some organs missing. And Percy Wolfe, found 2 weeks ago with a chest wound. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating's the only commonality, but not the cause of death, which is chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Well. Bruising, restraint, strapped or belted down. Chest trauma. Floating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water, which is interesting. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. Post-mortem tattoos, which seems just odd. Why tattoo a dead person? I mean, we're dealing with cultists, so they're just weird anyway. But apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. The killer may be a sportsman or hunter.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Doesn't pause the game, so be mindful of nearby threats. That's interesting. But I suppose she can't just be all like, oh, I've got these ideas
Casey.
that I'm going to...
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look,
Just-
Anderson, you're
Yeah.
a better detective than I am.
Takes time to think
Cracked
things
cases
through.
that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife and leave no trace. Other than, you know, all the wood and paths that have already been left. I love that she's taking each step one at a time.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Alex Casey, the legally distinct entity that is not Max Payne. Because Rockstar own the rights to that name now. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
But it's pretty sky, and pretty nature. There's the campgrounds up that way, it would seem.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
General store is this way.
Hey!
Here's Thornton.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
FBI's never been responsible for
This
UFO
is the
cover-ups
scene of the
anyway.
crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Well,
Step 1.
He's
Examine the corpse.
tied down and has a massive
Body
gaping
is
chest
positioned
wound.
on the table. Ritualistic.
His heart's missing. You unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the case board inside the mind place. And by missing, it's not missing. It's right there on the table. But it's at least not where it should be, which is inside him.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Is it consistent with the other murders, is the question. Yes, yes it is the answer. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Well, let's investigate the damn crime scene then, shall we? Right. Dead man. Dead man's heart.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Dead man
Bruising
strapped
on
to the
wrist from
table.
the cargo straps holding him down.
Dead man gaping
Inside
chest
stab
wound.
Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
That's because
This makes
Tammy and
4
Ed
murders
interrupted
that we
them.
know about.
Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing Y for goals. Learn more about the victim and the killer. Well, okay. Have to talk to people and find evidence. Okay, well.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Have you identified the victim?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Moron. You knew the victim, did you, Casey?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
He really does have the perfect detective voice.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
Same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Or something this town has forgotten.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Still need to talk to someone. What?
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
He really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work? Lots of activity. Multiple people. Well, we know that because we were there.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Well, here we have beer and cigarettes. I think it is very likely that, well, they were waiting around for him, weren't they?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
I suppose
Was it
if
for
you're
a camera? I think that's everything.
if you're a cult
now, at
who's
least.
going to go around murdering
Yet?
people
Not sure.
that
Need to think about it.
just turn up out of a lake randomly that they disappeared into in 2010, then, you know, suppose it's not, you know, film it. Why not?
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
It was
Why
just...
here? Why now?
I figure he was just who the lake vomited out, personally.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Nightingale, the missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
And Nightingale involved in the ritual murder as a victim, of course.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Explains why they opened him up. But we need more evidence.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
And I'm going up here because there's an up here to go.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Creaking shutters. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Ha 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 ha. Doesn't seem to be much in here that can be interacted with. At least not at this stage. Perhaps later. What's over here, though? Stuff, things, a seat. A box of assorted crap. Well, this is a location of some sort. What is written here? Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs, get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. He wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls. Sunday. So I told her. She said, thanks. Fucking kill me. Oh man. That sucks. I like you. Oh, thanks. Fuck, you poor bastard. It's Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that! Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. I'm going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. Bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Okay. And inside the esky is... Oh! You have actual proper inventory in this. Now that's good to know. How does one access it? I'll probably find out later.
Kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Is he now? Manuscript fragments. Excellent. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Place. That is a good thing. But, I need more than one. I've got one. But hey, weapon upgrades, inventory. This is awesome. More of these sorts of components in a game, the merrier, I find. The first one was just, you know, it was all about guns and torches or flashlights in other parts of the world. I'm going this way. Screw you, Casey. I'll be back. Actually, I'm going back.
Welcome back, Anderson.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Witch's Ladle, Cauldron Lake. That's the tree we saw earlier.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Ha! They get bigger than that, dude.
Creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Let's see what the story behind it is.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Local myths and history, always so much fun. Hey, that's footprints. Bare footprints. And a blocked path. Yeah, he did come through this tree, didn't he? Paper! But first, we collect the tracks.
Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Who
Makes
else
no
is?
sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm, like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Manuscript pages. And the caseboard. Here we go.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Anything else here?
Sure. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Alrighty. Need to get the body back to town for examination.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story.
I want to check
like a
out this
scene from a
direction.
thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
And I'm looking this way. Because Casey will always
I think I saw something.
be where
It'll
he
only take a
is.
minute.
I'll wait here.
He will wait there.
Can't go any further.
Okay.
Water's too deep.
Ah, yes. there is lakeage there. Witchfinder's station is this way. Okay. Huh. Yeah, right, okay. We need to leave then. Point of interest up there.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Bog off, I did not. Yeah, I think that was where we just looked out over stuff. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. When I was in school, I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. You know what? Wait there. I'll be back. I'm going to check out this damn point of interest because it's interesting.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Take your time. Oh, I will. Worry not. Ah! Hold down the button. And flip. Actually, it's just a minor branch, and it's just down here. So I will go and have a look. I'm in explore everything mode. I can't help it. Because, there's a thing here. Camping do's and don'ts. And, oh, it's empty. Bugger! Oh well. Wouldn't have known otherwise.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Okay. What's up here? That looks like the sort of thing that should be a target to shoot at, and probably will be later on in the game, when I have weapons I can actually use. Waterfalls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel throughout the night sky. Okay. Ah. Yeah, right there. Blindingly obvious, because of course it is. And... yes. Like I said, just going for an explore. Get back to the actual story very soon. It's all because of this damn point of interest up here. It's interesting, and I want to know what it is. At least I hope it's interesting. Hang on. Ah! Ha ha ha. Here we go. Here's the up.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera?
Aha.
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Yeah, I think it was just because I hadn't hovered over the thing. Which is silly, but fine. Whatever. It's done now. And now we hoof it back to where Casey awaits. Oh, where the hell is he? He should be around here somewhere.
Welcome back,
There.
Anderson.
I told you he should be around here somewhere, and he was. I just wasn't looking right. Okay. I'll be back.
I
Yeah.
want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Now that I know there's things to find and explore and... oh, a UFO magazine. UFOs and You, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. After I'd finished my armor on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all align and make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't, not this time. Frustrated but relieved, I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects. Nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Is that someone searching for somebody? How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. 3 more manuscript fragments. Hell yes! It was absolutely worth coming here.
Casey. What's the Forest's favorite
Looks
shape?
like a tackle box or
Just one
something.
case
I don't
without
know.
the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
It's got to be a joke that she heard from her daughter. This, if I'm remembering the map, yeah, quicker way
One
back.
piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
It can. That is true. But I'm fine, Casey.
You didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Checking everything out everywhere.
A
It's
creepy twig sculpture?
really good idea, apparently.
Wonder what's inside.
Confused?
I should take a look around for a
Follow
way to
these
open this thing.
steps. Wash your hands, take chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. Huh. Okay. Odd. Let's have a look in here. Oh, she has a torch.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Haha. So triangle. Double triangle down. Huh. Double vertical triangle down, double horizontal triangle down. And okay. Okay. This is easy enough to work out, I reckon. We have instructions. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, on the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing, I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure. Strange machines? Fun thing is, whether or not that used to be the case, here, now, that could happen just because he's written it fucking down. Whoever it was. Okay, now, there was a take the chicken out of the fridge, so that was... Right, let's have a look. Again. Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. Okay.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Okay, so we've got up, down. And then meeting. And then left, right. No, that's down, up. I want up, down. And it was... Oh, shit, which way was it meeting? Like that? Was it? And then left, right. Okay. Sure, I've got the last one right at least. Wash hands. Up, down, and then yep, down, up, yep, okay. Middle one is wrong, I think. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Secret stashes. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. I'm taking everything because you can't tell me what to do. Okay, that's that. How much more is there to find in this damn forest? Okay, probably won't be able to go any further this way. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That is fine.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Yeah, I think that was a... Would you kindly go away? But that's fine. That's fine. Knowing the boundaries of where you can and cannot go is important. We'll get there in a minute because that's the shortcut back. After having dealt with this. And now to check out the general store. And then we harangue Mulligan. No, Thornton.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
That's strange. The torch should function a little better there. It's almost like it isn't working at all. Almost. But here we go.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Oh, someone's been playing Texas Hold'em by the look of things. Which, good for them. An old banged up guitar. Probably drastically out of tune as well. I mean, this is not exactly the ideal. Oh! That door is locked. I wonder, can I find a key? Or will it be forever locked? Monday, 3rd of September. Damn backwards dating system. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but somewhat compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday the 4th, nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday the 5th, hunters out after dark. Poachers, heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They can get more than they'd bargained for out there.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Okay, so that's the locked door. Ah, it just leads out there. That's fine then. Or rather, it doesn't just lead out there. It should, but it's actually more blocked than locked from memory on this side. Yeah, there's just... Where would it even be? Roughly right in front of me. I'm not seeing it there, so it must be, like... Yeah, in any case, it's not openable. So let's get the body back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. I appreciate
Thanks.
shortcuts.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
We could all use a cup of coffee. Ooh.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Yeah, another thing. They're either collectibles or something, I reckon, but for later.
A lunchbox again.
Or maybe they're nothing at all.
Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. That's 3 Alex Casey lunchboxes. With 6 manuscript fragments all up, I reckon. Not enough to do anything with. But, what the hell.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
We're not walking around anywhere. Go back to Casey, damn it. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, are you really... What the hell's going on here? Come on. What's wrong with him?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I'm not checking something out. I'm going back to the car. You're either coming with or you're not. Okay, you are. Good.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
The Federal Bureau of Control. Well, they're just going all out with the
I'll be back in a second.
everything this time round, aren't they? Rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. I've finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot, somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive, but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. Well. Okay. And we have an up here to have a look at somewhere. Okay, apparently it goes both ways. Let's have a look up here first. That as far as it's going to go that way? Really? It shouldn't be. It looks like there's more to it on the map. Okay, that's fine though. Let's check up here anyway. Oh, what the hell.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Yes. Let us do exactly that.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Oh, we don't have a map of Bright Falls. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. However, I'm going to make a brief pause here and go and acquire some more caffeine for myself because, I mean, it's thematic and also I need caffeine. Shall return momentarily. Okay, we are back. I don't want to look this way because of course I do. The ferry. I remember the ferry.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Rain. That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week? Also rain. Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No. Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever. Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. And a very large swan. Ah, so you're a fan of swans? No. Right, well, that's the time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
Okay, that's Billy's boatyard over there. I don't think I'll be able to get in there yet.
I need something to cut this.
Well, yeah, that's not necessary right now. You're an officer of the law, Saga. You shouldn't be thinking about breaking into boatyards. What are you doing? FBI these days, I don't know. Once upon a time they used to solve crimes, not commit them. Yeah, someone's using a whippersnapper or something by the sound of things. Who are you and why are you leaning against your car?
How's it going?
Person! Greetings, person. Farewell. Get a name and I might spend more time talking to you. Yeah, let's check out the lodge. First, let's check this out, though, see what it actually says. The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. This building was constructed as part of one of the early settlements in the Greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory, log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. This is the lodge from,
So sleepy.
yeah, I reckon it is.
Few more days.
Ah, there's no dingy bell. I just want to run up and slam my hand down on a bell just to annoy him. Which is not something I do with hotel staff. Because, you know, why would I do that? Hey, map of Bright Falls. Now I've got it. Okay. Normally people dance to music, but you do you, friend. Got some good moves. Just wish I could hear what you yeah, I mean, yeah, no. He's fine, he can dance. Honestly, I'm just jealous because I can't. Cannot make my body move in such fashion. Right, this is either my room or Casey's. North American folklore, that seems more Saga's bag than Casey's, so this is her room. Probably. Okay.
Hi there.
Probably shouldn't put guitars on the pool table. Who's going to play? How are you going to play pool if there's a guitar on the pool table? I mean, come on. Show some common sense, man. Oh. Regarding Cauldron Lake, look into news and rumours, focus on 2010, cross-reference with old case files from New York City Cult, similarities, commonalities in methodology, part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. This is Casey's room. Yeah. It's a fucking mess, and man, he likes coffee even more than I do, and that's saying something. He also dislikes cleaning up after himself more than I do, and that's also saying something. We will not disturb the do not disturb signed room. Or that one. This one, disturb away. No, locked! Damn it! More do not disturb, and...
I can't force it open.
Oh no, it's just legally you shouldn't force it open. You are, after all, an agent of law enforcement. You shouldn't be committing crimes.
I can't get through this.
And breaking and entering is certainly one of those. So don't do it. It's like I told you at the damn boatyard. Yep, still bopping away. Here you go, bro.
Hey there.
Can I have a look behind the bar? How the hell can Casey see me through the building?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Private, is it? Ah, okay. This is the field office, which is why it was private. Cool, all good. We don't need to be in here yet. But it's good to know where it is for when we do need to be in there. I'll get out of your way, I'm sorry. Don't mean to interrupt. Not that I did interrupt, he's still doing his thing. Okay. Flooded. Interesting.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Casey, you coming?
Hi.
Just walk down the street, why don't you? Jesus. You could get yourself run over, dude.
Oh dear. Cute.
Take care.
Oh, I have to check this out.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
No, okay.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
It's Iceman from X-Men, also the protagonist, whose name I've forgotten from Quantum Break. I was told there were witnesses.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
Sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Yeah, I will.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Yeah. I just want to have a look around here first. Can I help? You look like you've lost something.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's check out the map first. Valhalla Nursing Home, huh? Surely we're going to see Tor and Odin again then. Ah, it's the sheriff's station. Okay. Makes sense. There's a cop car, a couple of cop cars there. No, not yet.
Storied business of yours going. We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
Okay. Heading back to the diner. Exploration's all well and good, but everything in town seems to be pretty fenced off. I'll go around the block, just in case there is something. But other than the random person every now and again saying hi, there doesn't seem to be anything to investigate.
It's a nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
Fiddling with signs. But she already seems a lot
Careful crossing the road.
smarter.
Jaywalking. The bane of my existence.
I know, and Casey was doing it earlier. An FBI agent. Anyway, enough of that. Kids of all ages can celebrate Deerfest at the Happy Harvest. Fair enough. The traffic officer did not see that, I hope.
Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unset?
Where's the street sweeper?
Trash,
Ah!
garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
Okay. You're very dedicated to your job, and I respect that, but no one should be that dedicated to street sweeping, and I'm worried and slightly scared, and I'm running away now. Yeah.
Lost, Anderson.
Yes. Yes, I did. Shut up. I met a really scary street sweeper.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Hey, how you doing?
This is set up exactly as it was in the original game.
Hey, how's it going?
Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Oh, hell yes.
Groups is a part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
I absolutely have to. I can't help it.
Rest easy, buddy.
Don't think he will. He's had his head chopped off and stuck on a wall.
I need something to force this open. It won't open.
Well, that's employees only. Of course it won't open. Fair enough. Okay. So, I take it you're the bookers then?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
I would think the correct form of address would be agent rather than officer, but why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
And can you tell me what you saw?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. I didn't actually get the information about the deer masks, because they haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm sure.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't
Oh,
enough.
did they say masks? I might have missed it.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
And then we found shh. Why can I not ask further questions about that, excuse me? Okay, Bookers and the Cult of the Tree.
The Cult of the Tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is two triangles.
Spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How the hell does she know it's one of it's a necklace?
The bookers were at
I
Cauldron
mean,
Lake.
obviously she found something, but
The prince was booked to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
it still broke in though. That's not necessarily not illegal. Let's see, is there anything else I can... Okay. Not enough for an upgrade. Can we caseboard anything? Apparently not. Okay, let's get out of here. Hey, I think you found something.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Rose.
I even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
What's this now?
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
She got the name right, though. And I was wondering about Rose.
Good to see you.
So, Rose, help me out. We know each other.
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Seen anything strange around town?
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Plenty of potential targets, then.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Is he? Is he really?
Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient.
In a moment.
I'll start with the external inspection before
I'm not
performing
allowed
the internal
to.
examination.
She's not gonna let me past. Oh dear. That door's locked. Okay, well, looks like we're going along with them with an autopsy then. Fun.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Well, let's look at the heart
There's
first.
writing on here. Can't make it out.
Illegible words on the heart.
How'd they manage that? Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Alrighty.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Indeed it is.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Okay. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress. Okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Okay, now.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Okay. The Cult of the Tree. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. Okay, well.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Yes, that stands to reason. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride. Cult psychology now. They're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest. A lot of equipment just laying around. How long have they been out here? That belongs in the cult symbols, I believe. Yes, clearly. What's the purpose? Marking territory? A warning? Feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Okay, cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Indeed we should. Okay, and now back to the lunchboxes. I've only found some in Cauldron Lake so far. Okay, so put this together. Hero, what do they mean? Who left this? Mentions making knitting just for me. How do they know I knit? Maybe just a coincidence. The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? Yes, indeed. I wonder.
Can't be opened on this side.
Huh. Are we done here? I think we're done here. No, clearly we are not done here. What else is left? There must be something Mind Place related. It must be. All I can think of. Go back to the murder at Cauldron Lake. Ah yes, we have ritual writing, there we go. And illegible words on heart. Now we're done
There's
here.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Yeah, it looks that way. Tattoos on body and heart. How did killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest cavity. Now we reach inside the dead man's chest and remove it. And it's going to be another manuscript page, because it kind of logically has to be at this stage.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't to this case.
didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Wow. That is where I'm going to end this episode of Alan Wake. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I will see you next time. Farewell for now.